Alrighty, fellow travelers, welcome back to the Adventures of a Traveling Don and our continued series here in Japan. And we're going to be doing a food tour across the kind of central Dotonbori, Namba, and Nipponbashi districts here in Osaka. And we're going to be starting here in Kuromon Market. So the first market that we're visiting is here at Kuromon Market, and that is the main market here in Nipponbashi district. This is actually where I'm staying at, and it's got about 150 different stalls. Most of it is, of course, fresh seafood. But if you want to get Kobe beef or Wagyu beef, I highly recommend getting it here instead of Nishiki, because at Nishiki it's a little bit more expensive. So I got this skewer for about, 2,500 yen, so not too bad. Oh. That was like butter, just melts. So yeah, you want to do the Wagyu stuff particularly, do this one, Kuromon, instead of Nishiki. Better price and fantastic flavor. So I figured, since we're here in Kuromon Market and it's technically a fish market, I might as well get some fish as well. So stopped at one of the little vendors and got myself just a nice little small salmon bowl with rice, a little bit of seaweed, some onion in there, and of course some soy sauce and wasabi. So itadakimasu. Now let's go ahead and get a nice little chunk of that salmon and throw that in a little soy sauce. Try that real quick. That salmon's really good. Get a little bit of rice with that.
You want to go, no? Dotonbori.
Now this was right here about 1,000 yen, so
yeah,
definitely a lot cheaper. And this will get you just going pretty well. So yeah, this is definitely salmon rice bowl. Absolutely worth that 1,000 yen.
No, see, I.
All right, so as we are heading north from Kuromon towards Dotonbori, we're stopping here at a little place just inside of Aiaibashi shopping district, and it is where we're going to get taiyaki. So basically a kind of like little fish pastry stuffed with, you can get it red bean paste, custard. There's a couple different things that you can put in there, but it is nice and hot, so let's get into it. Oh, ooh, that is very hot in there. But yeah, as you can see right there, a little red bean paste in there. Nice stuff. That's fantastic. Perfect little snack while you're walking around here in the Dotonbori district. I've seen a few of these shops when I've been walking around at night, but dang, this is, that's really good. So if you're looking for a little quiet getaway while you're in the middle of all of this bustling markets of Dotonbori and Kuromon, a place to come to, which is right in the middle of it, is the Hozenji Temple. And this pays homage to Furo Mayu, something like that. It's one of the wisdom kings in Buddhism. But it's kind of a nice, beautiful little quiet shrine in the middle of all of this hustle and bustle. So if you need that quiet moment, this is where you come to pay your respects, snap a couple pics, but it is a fantastic little shrine, or should I say little temple, right in the middle of Dotonbori. So the fourth dish, and the one that I've been looking forward to, honestly, this entire Japan trip, and I've been waiting to get to Osaka for it, is takoyaki. And they're basically little fried octopus balls, lightly fried. I think they usually have like some pickled ginger, sometimes green onion, and of course fish flakes with the sauce that they put on top. Now, I've been told you have to wait basically 3 centuries for these things to cool down. And they're very hot, but I don't have that much time in my life. So we're just going to dive in and pray to God I don't actually kill my mouth. If I can actually even get one to stick on there. But this is just kind of falling. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hang on. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. Be gentle with me. Oh my God. Oh my. No. That's delicious. The octopus is good, but it's like a volcano erupting in your mouth. Oh my God. Again, very good. And this sticks here, I got for about 630 yen. I think you can find it for more expensive or cheaper depending on where you go, but oh my God. That is hot as hell. So if you're wanting to do the Dotonbori River Cruise, you're basically going to come here to the big Don Quijote and Dotonbori right behind me. And number one, we'll go there after we're done with the cruise. But it is a 20-minute cruise, about 2,000 yen for adults. And they also do have a 40-minute cruise, and that's a jazz cruise. So you can actually listen to jazz music at the same time. But the ticket office is right in front of the Don Quijote, kind of to the right as you're facing the store. So we're going to go ahead and get on the boat, and you guys enjoy. So I'm not sure who needs to hear this, but it is a public service announcement because this is an announcement you get when you get onto the boat. Of the many things, including not standing because you go into kind of low bridges that go right above your head, you also are not allowed to dive off of the boat. Legitimately, she pulled up a sign that said no diving. I don't know who's diving off of this boat or these cruises into this water. I mean, I know Japan is pretty clean, but this water is not a water I'd probably just naturally dive into. So yeah, when you're doing this Dotonbori River Cruise, no diving off the boat. By the way, a misnomer I wanted to go over real quick while we're on the boat cruise is when I was talking about the Wagyu beef price over at Kuromon compared to Nishiki Market, I actually meant, well, I actually still do stand by that because I think in Nishiki Market, which is in Kyoto, would still be a little bit more expensive than what I got over there, at least for what I got. However, what I actually meant when I'm talking about Osaka is the markets and shopping streets around Dotonbori, and then of course Shinsaibashi. That's the one I actually meant. My apologies, because I thought about that afterwards and I was going over, I was like, did I actually say Nishiki? That's not in Osaka, but I would still stand by it because when I was in Kyoto in Nishiki Market, I did see for those skewers, they're a little bit more price, higher price than here, at least in Kuromon Market. But anyway, that's what I meant. I'll say one of the biggest things that fascinates me about Japan, and particularly Don Quijotes, is number one, how much stuff you can get in a Don Quijote. But the biggest thing is, of course, the snacks. And these snacks are just, they're phenomenal, but it's like, who would have thought of all the different flavors that you could put in things like a Kit Kat particularly? And I wish they had Kit Kat combination. Like they have one package which has got traditional sea salt caramel, white chocolate. So kind of like those interesting but basic flavors. But this stuff with the matcha, the wasabi, strawberry cheesecake flavors, like Shinsu apple Kit Kats. I wish they had a combo or like each individual small ones where I could just take one of each instead of having to buy the whole damn box. That's one thing I wish that they had somewhere here. I don't know if you can get that somewhere else, but here at this mega Don Quixote, they have all these Kit Kats, but most of them are in the big boxes that have, you know, anywhere from 10 to 14 pieces. And I'm not going to eat that many Kit Kats, but even still, I think I'll just pick one and we'll test it out at the end of the video. All right, so getting back to the food tour and our fifth dish, I decided we would go with some grilled unagi or grilled eel skewer. So we're gonna go ahead and try this. This is basically just pure grilled and brushed with, I'm not exactly sure what the mixture of the sauce is. I know it's not just soy, but anyway, we're gonna try this. Oh, that pulled out so nice. Oh my God. There's a nice mix of like salty and sweetness to that sauce. And that eel just, it's almost like jelly. That's fantastic. Now, you might get a little interesting texture where the eel does have these very, very small, fine, edible bones, but it's not something that's going to get stuck, but you're going to taste it when you try it, and that texture is going to be like, what am I chewing on there? And that's basically the eel bone. So apparently it's very manly to chew and eat the eel bone, so I am manning up and enjoying this fantastic eel. So as you're wandering around the Shinbai-Bashi district, which at nighttime all of these districts highly recommend because they're all very photogenic. But there is a shop here that is called Free Market and World Vintage. And honestly, I had to keep my hands out of my pockets for reaching for my wallet because I wanted everything in there because it is a vintage shop. Absolutely fantastic. Like there's so many cool things in there, from very old cameras to old watches to, there's just so much in there. And it's not all kind of like traditional Japanese stuff. It's literally just vintage items. And it's really kind of a cool store. I just had to post that in this video just because that's the one store in all these places that I've been walking by. I'm like, okay, so this is something that if I had the money, or I wanted to spend the money, I would be in there buying everything up, particularly maybe a couple of those watches from like the 1930s and definitely some of those plates. It's really, really cool. Well, even one of those old cameras. So it's just absolutely awesome. So when you're here in the Shinbai-Bashi Dotonbori district and you are a nerd like me, you were born or grew up in the 80s, and like me, born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, and you were raised on the old gaming systems from NES, SNES, Sega, Atari, all that stuff, check this place out. As you can see the stairs behind me, it is a PC and retro space station bar. It's a video game retro game bar. Absolutely phenomenal. From NES, SNES, they've got even systems I don't even think I've ever played before. They've got games like Donkey Kong, Zelda, Crash Bandicoot. They do, of course, have GameCube, so you can play Smash Brothers. There's so much there. It's a small bar, but it's got several different seats and several different gaming systems that you can check out, have a good time, have a drink. The drinks are not that expensive, and just hanging out. I've been in there literally for about 2 hours. It was awesome being in there, just playing like Donkey Kong. And, well, what else did I play? I played a little bit of Sonic on Sega and realized I haven't played that game in a while, so I'm pretty crap at those right now. It took me a little bit to kind of figure out the controls again, but still. PC and Retro Space Station, phenomenal. While the sun is down here in Dotonbori, honestly, that's when the lights come out and it turns into a party scene. This whole downtown district in Dotonbori at night lights up. I've been here a couple different times since I've been here in Osaka at nighttime just to experience it. It is so much fun. The cruise ships are still going on, like the little river cruises, but some of them turn into basically like party DJ cruises where I think you can get alcohol on. I saw one called the Ship of Fools, and a lot of fools were dancing on it. I was like, I kind of want to be a fool on that ship as well, because it was awesome. And even like behind me earlier, these guys actually, you can see, oh yeah, they're still there. So in the red jumpsuits, they were doing like their own kind of like professional dance thing with an actual like a cameraman actually filming it. So I'm not exactly sure what it is, but like the party is down here in Dotonbori, and it's lit up, it's awesome, it's a lot of fun. You gotta come down here at night to really get the vibe. All right, so the piece de resistance that we're doing here tonight on this food tour is Okonomiyaki, and this is basically the Japanese pancake. Now, it's not a traditional pancake as you would think in America. This has got, of course, egg, cabbage. I've got a couple different meats. I've got shrimp and pork. And then, of course, it's got dashi in there, a little bit of pickled ginger. So it all kind of depends on where you're at. You know, when you're here in Kansai and Osaka, they do it slightly different compared to in Hiroshima. They've got their own. And I think there's even, like, Tokyo's got its own style. So it kind of all depends on the region. But we're going to try this real quick. Oh, come on. With the mayonnaise, the dashi, the sauce on there. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah. This is my favorite thing of the day. I've been waiting all day. I've been waiting all trip to get some okonomiyaki. God damn, this is good. All right, I'm full. That was a lot of food. That was quite a bit. I think I had what? Besides the drink at the retro bar, I had at least 6 different things of food that, particularly that okonomiyaki, gets really filling. But I did promise you guys when we were at Don Quijote that I was going to come back and we were going to do some Kit Kats. And I bought 2 different types because one is seasonal, with Halloween coming up, even though I know they don't really celebrate Halloween too much in Japan, at least not at the scale that we do in the US, but still, they do kind of like a whole Halloween seasonal thing, and right now during Halloween they have the apple pie one. as well as my favorite dessert of all time is strawberry cheesecake. So I had to get the strawberry cheesecakes as well. So again, like I said, I wish they had kind of like a combo thing of all the random flavors, not just kind of like the basic flavors. So, but we're going to start off and we're going to try the seasonal one. This is apple pie Kit Kat. And something that I was just told by my mom, she was looking things up on the internet. Kit Kat apparently they came here in the 1970s in Japan, but it wasn't until about 2000 when basically Nestle Japan decided to rebrand things, and they basically put out the strawberry Kit Kat as kind of like a brand new promotion. And with the marketing, they basically said, we are going to, it's a good luck charm. So now kids nowadays, you know, for tests and stuff like that, not even a regular Kit Kat, but they'll have kind of like a little Kit Kat thing to take with them to make sure that they have good luck in whatever endeavor. So we're going to go ahead and try first and foremost the apple pie. Oh, that's actually rather nice. It's actually very nice. Now you can definitely tell, you can definitely get the apple flavor in there, at least kind of like that sweet and cinnamon apple pie taste. Very nice. Oh, I'm actually impressed with that. And then, of course, strawberry cheesecake. So I'm going to open this for you real quick. Now I have high hopes for this. So let's try this. That's good. It doesn't really taste like strawberry cheesecake. I'm not getting the strawberry in there, but I am getting a little bit of the cheesecake flavor. And I'm going to guess this is white chocolate because I taste white chocolate on there. So, yeah, that's actually very, very good. Alright guys, so that is going to be the end of our Osaka Dotonbori Kuromon Market food tour. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Once again, I am absolutely stuffed to the gills. I am full. So I'm going to go ahead and get some tea and kind of sleep this off and get ready for the next video, because that is when we go to Nara, and I'm super excited about that. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, of course, give it a big old thumbs up. Hit that like button, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, hit to me in the comments below, or for anybody else reading the comments, let me know your favorite places in Osaka for food if you've been here before. Let us all know. Let's all share. That way, whenever we come to Osaka, we know where to go. And of course, if you haven't already signed up for the Patreon page, I do have exclusive memberships at the Patreon page. And of course, you get exclusive merch as well, depending on the tier that you get. So, but until we meet again, guys, peace out. Have a great night.